What makes environmental impact project findings evidence-based? Imagine you're trying to solve a puzzle about your neighborhood's environment. You want to know if a new park is helping local wildlife or if pollution is increasing nearby. To find the real answers, you need solid clues. That's where evidence-based findings come in. They are like pieces of a puzzle that fit together because they are based on facts, not guesses. When students do environmental impact studies, they gather real data through careful methods. This means they measure water quality, count plant species, or observe animal activity using tools like test kits, cameras, or surveys. These methods are chosen because they are reliable and suited for the specific question. For example, if students want to see how pollution affects a pond, they might test water samples for chemicals or bacteria. They do this repeatedly and follow the same steps each time. This makes sure their results are trustworthy and can be checked by others. Another important part is documenting everything clearly. Students write down how they collected data, what tools they used, and the exact steps they followed. This way, someone else can do the same study and see if they get similar results. This process is called reproducibility. When students analyze their data, they use simple statistics to see if changes are real or just random. For example, if water quality improves after cleaning, they check if the change is big enough to be meaningful. They also compare their results with other studies or expert opinions to see if their findings make sense. This is called validation. Good environmental impact studies consider many factors. For example, they look at weather, human activities, and seasonal changes that might affect the results. This helps avoid mistakes or false conclusions. When students work on these projects, they learn how scientists use evidence to make decisions. They see that facts and careful methods are what make findings trustworthy. In classrooms, teachers can turn these projects into fun activities. Students can collect real data from their schoolyard or local parks. They might measure how much trash is collected in a week or see how plant growth changes with different watering methods. These hands-on activities help students understand that scientific evidence is based on careful observation and analysis. They learn to ask good questions, test ideas, and draw conclusions from their data. By doing these projects, students see how evidence guides decisions about the environment. They understand that reliable data helps us protect nature and solve problems. When environmental impact studies follow strict scientific steps, their findings become strong and believable. Making these processes interactive and accessible helps students develop skills in observation, measurement, and reasoning. This makes learning about geography and the environment exciting and meaningful.